DJ store. Product, highly awaited, highly anticipated, brand new headphone from Pioneer. Now we sell all the headphones from Pioneer in the shop, but I've been particularly looking forward to this one coming through the door. It's the brand new one, the HDJ C70. Unusual name. Why it's been called that, I'm sure there'll be some science behind it somewhere, but it's the HDJ C70. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look what comes in the box. First thing I noticed straight away is it is beautifully packaged. It feels like a quality item. It's got that Apple feel to it. You know when you buy an Apple item and you're like, ooh, it's a nice box. Yeah, well, it feels like that straight away. Magnetic box. Nice. Right, inside we've got a pair of headphones. What we're going to do is we're going to open them up, like so. Again, nicely packaged. So there's the headphone. Okay. Inside we've got instruction manual. We've got what looks like to be a pouch. And we've got a coily cable. And a screwdriver. There's more to this video than meets the eye. A screwdriver, a coily cable, and again, in a posh little envelope, all your warranty and where the instructions belong. But these headphones come, and I think the trick with these headphones is that it's completely, you can replace all the parts. And when you've broken as many headphones as what I have over the last 20 odd years, I think it's a good idea to be able to replace all the different parts. Now I'm going to show you, this particular set of headphones come with a straight cable attached to them. Alright, just undo that. So they come with a straight cable attached. Now I like to have a coily cable when I'm DJing. I think the straight cable, very handy when you just want to wear these just to listen to music on your MP3 player and things like that. When you're DJing, I think a coily cable's a much better cable. So it comes with the straight cable. Now this straight cable is proper good. It's ribbed, so it won't tangle. It's like got a ribbed texture to it. There's the headphone. Okay, you'll notice on these, now let's get the close up to the camera. We're going to do some close up work with this, right? Right, it's fully adjustable, back and forward. So you could wear these in, and this headband is like one piece. Now I've also read you can tighten these up as well, so you can make this tighter because there's a screw in here. Let me just see if I can get some focus on the camera. That's better, right? So as you can see there now, that goes straight through. Quite an unusual design. Cable down one side, which is another thing I also like. We're going to take some close-up photos of this, so let's not just worry about the blurred camera just for now. But what I want to do is put the coily cable on. Now to put the coily cable on, we have to take the headphone apart. Hence there's a little screwdriver. So I'll be honest, I have opened these and we've had a bit of a test run. So what we're going to do in the next part of this video is we're going to fit the coily cable. So we're going to show you how it's done. So far from what I've gathered from this headphone, I've worn it, it's very comfortable, it's not too heavy. It's an on-ear design. It's an on-ear design there. Just get focus. It's really comfortable. The sound quality is what I expect. It's very good. I think it's got 40mm drivers in it. It's nice and loud, it's nice and clear, and it's quite isolating as well. So far, very impressed. So what I'll do is I'm going to bring the camera a bit closer and we're going to show you how to fit the other cable, because there's quite a bit to it. One thing, normally we on so many headphones you take the cable out from there. That's not how this works, because they've done it in such a way because the whole headband is replaceable. And again, speaking from experience as a DJ, I've snapped a lot of headbands, and it would be great if, and I know you can, if you've got a headphone like this where we can take it completely to bits and buy a new headband and then still have all the cable integral inside here. So they have thought about it, but what I would say is you won't be changing this cable for the coily cable every 5 minutes. It's a little bit fiddly, but I think once you've got the cable fitted that you want to use, I don't really see you changing the cable very often. Right, so let's give this a go. So I've got the coily cable here, right, and you'll see this bit here, again, try to get it into focus for you, right, this bit splits into two. We've got our jack on the end, and we have these two. There's a long one and a short one. Now this cable here is like this material cable, it's like material coated, right, and it'll all become apparent very, very shortly. Okay, so we're going to have a go at this. I think I'm being very brave, and I'll be honest, the first time I saw we had to do this, I was a little bit afraid to actually, you know, start taking my brand new headphones apart, but I've done it once, so I'm sure we can do it again. First thing we've got to do is we've got to remove these from here. Now it's like a twist and pull. So we detach those, twist, and when it comes out of its groove, it's a strange little connection. I'm not sure how it's working. And pull. So I think it's grooved, so you got to get the groove lined up. It's no good keeping twisting it and twisting it because you'll twist the cable, but it's just getting the groove lined up and then it just pulls out. So obviously we've got the cable coming out of this side of the headphone. You just put your finger in and this will pop out. Now you can see there that there's a little indent and a little indent there, and when we come back to putting it on, that's how we're going to line it up. So what we've got is a situation like this. Now what we need to do is we need to remove this screw here, and this is where the little screwdriver that's been supplied, right? So you want to be very careful. You don't want to be touching this area because that's where the magic happens. So we don't want to be sticking our screwdriver through there. So what we need to do is remove this screw. Put that down there, and then what happens is this can be popped out. Again, it's quite fiddly, but don't be afraid, it's meant to come out. It maybe feels at first it shouldn't be coming out, but it will come out, so there you are. I'll move this back here so we can see. Right, so now we're going to pull that cable out of that. There's like a channel here that's been cut out. So now we've got this removed. Now we need to take the headband off. So in here, this is where it's like, this is a pad, like a soft pad for against your head. You just get your fingers in and pop that pad off. Again, it seems to go against all the rules of what you would do with your brand new headphones, but it's designed to come off, so you just need to pop it off. Then you'll see here that this has got where it's channeled to guide the cable through. Also note there's a little white mark on that cable, right, and there's a little white mark in the middle. Now what that tells you is you want to line them marks up so you get an even amount out of each side, so when you're putting the headphone back. So there is the cable removed. It's a little bit fiddlier putting it back in, so you may have to forgive my camera work here. Let's see if we can do it without having to cut. And when I say cut, I mean cut the film, not the video, not the headphones. So the first thing I want to do is I want to get this back in position. So let me just get this coily cable up on here. Right. Thought I was being very bold here. When I saw this and the design, I thought this is going to be a great opportunity to do a video. And everyone in the shop, all the guys in the shop said, "You're mad." So I'm going to pop that into there. Clips in. I'm going to get our screw. And we're going to put that back in there. So you can imagine now why they've done this design. So if we went back to the idea that we'd taken that cable out, this will remove, so will this. We can replace the headband. We could replace one cup. The ear pads are very easily replaced. I mean, these are going to wear. So the whole thing is user replaceable. So if you break something, you'll be able to order the parts and get it sent, and you'll be able to fix it yourself. So now we need to get the wires into this little canal. Of course, I'm not going to lie, it is a little bit tricky, but it's not, you know, it's not impossible. It's certainly doable. If I can do it, anybody can do it. It's just maybe, you know, a little bit different. And I'll be honest, I'm not used to the idea of taking a brand new pair of headphones apart, especially an expensive pair of headphones like these. But I do like the idea that if I've got a decent pair of headphones, that I can mend them. So what we want to do is get that cable in there and get it to sit in. Then we'll put the cover back on, lining up the little indents. So there's one, and that's it, clipped back in, and we're there. And that's all clipped in. So now what we've got is we've got the long bit and we've got the short piece. Now the short piece is going to fit back into here, right? But we need to get the headband back into position. And you'll notice again on this cable there's a little white mark, which tells me I need to line that white mark up in the centre of the headband where there is a mark on the headband, which then will have the right amount of wire coming out of each end. So they have thought about it. Right, now we've got to get this back into position, and it just clips in back in. Now I've got to say I found this a little bit fiddly at first. It's not the easiest of tasks. But with a bit of perseverance, it will clip back in. And obviously you want it to sit evenly across the headphone, and I found that it took me a couple of times to get this right. Again, don't be frightened to pull it out, it does clip in quite tight, but you want the position on it right. It is designed to be clipped in and out. But I didn't find it the simplest thing to do. And the other thing is you want the rubber seal to go in as well. There we are, we're getting there. So when you've got all that clipped back into position, now all we need to do is put these inserts back in. So we're going to put them in, twist, find the groove it needs to sit in, again on the other side, and that's it, job done. Now in closing, very happy with that headphone. I think it's got some unusual features. The winning bit for me really has got to be all the reuser replaceable parts. When you've broken as many headphones as what I have, I think it's a good idea that you can replace all the parts. Sound quality on them, excellent. Really happy with them. Comfortable, very comfortable to wear. I could wear them all night long, not too heavy. I love all the different positions you can get them into. It just works. It ticks all the boxes for a DJ headphone for me. And I think it looks quite good as well. It's Micah Phase 1. If you want some more information on this product, click the link in the description. It'll take you through to our website. Cheers.